Why'd you whisper?
I don't know. Let's do it. Let's start.
Sounds good. This is Brooke.
And this is Nikki.
And this is my so-called whatever.
Yes, it is.
Welcome to the block party. Hey!
We ain't leaving out nobody. Give me love, give me all your love.
That was awesome. So we have some stories to read.
We do. We are back to the old format for a little bit.
We are. So we have some stories. We have 5 awesome stories.
Hells to the yeah.
And we are so pumped.
I'm pumped.
To read them.
Are you pumped?
I'm pumped.
There's some good stories here.
You know what else I'm pumped for?
What's that?
I'm pumped to see Jordan Knight this weekend.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my God, I'm so nervous.
What's going on with that? We're gonna see Jordan Knight in all his glory.
And I don't know what to wear. I still haven't figured this out.
Did you read the email that they sent? It was like, wear your jeans. Wear whatever.
I'm not going to wear jeans. I need to look nice for Jordan. Maybe I'll wear a prom dress.
You should wear your prom dress.
I'll put some baby's breath in my hair.
Do you still have your prom dress?
I do.
I wish I would have kept mine.
I still have mine. It would not fit.
I donated mine.
I did not. You are a good person. I am not.
I should have saved it. No, I should have saved
mine.
it. I mean, I'm happy that I donated it.
Yes.
Because it was pretty rocking.
It's nice that you did donate it. We had the same prom dress.
We did. And it was cool. Color. And it was cool.
Yeah. We were not, like, mad about it.
No, you asked me and I said, yeah.
Like, yours was, like this, like, light, like aqua blue.
Yep.
Glittery.
Yep.
Mine was navy blue.
Yep.
Glittery.
And we had rhinestone straps.
It was totally 98.
And it was awesome.
It was awesome. I loved it.
And guess what shoes I had? Clear ones.
Clear shoes.
They fogged up a little bit.
That was the problem with clear shoes.
Yeah, but they were cool.
They were cool.
They looked so awesome. And they click, clack, click, clack, click, clack. And my prom date forgot my corsage.
Oh, that was nice.
Because, that's how he rolled.
My prom date is in prison.
Oh, God bless America.
Yeah. So,
really, seriously, really.
Yeah. It's just the way
I would have rather gone to prom with you. We would have had a grand old time.
In our matching dresses.
Right. And then, you know what? We would have had a grand old time after.
I would not have forgotten your corsage.
No, you wouldn't. And I would have had an awesome one. Not one that I had to run to the airport mall to get.
Not even the Bangor Mall.
No, not even the Bangor Mall. Not even like a nice, no. Went to the airport mall to get my corsage that I had to pay for. Oh, but such was life. It's like, I was so clueless. Really, Nikki? Really? Really 18-year-old Nikki?
We were teenagers.
Seriously.
What did we know?
Slap.
We knew nothing. Nothing.
No, I really wish I would have gone with you and Darcy. And gotten pictures taken by the lilacs.
That was beautiful.
It was beautiful. I bet they smelled really good too. I miss lilac smell.
I have lilacs in my backyard.
I have lilacs right in the front. Remember when you open the door, you can smell it?
Yes. I can't wait for summertime. Spring, summer.
We're going to have so much fun this summer.
Oh my God.
We can do some outside episodes. That's going to be fun, like on your porch.
Yes.
We should totally do that.
Or at the beach, but not at the beach because it's too loud.
Oh no, we should do it at the beach so everybody can hear the
waves. We can do it.
We can do it out on the balcony.
Yeah. We'll echo through the courtyard.
That'll be so much fun.
God. I can't wait for summer.
I know. Kevin, did I tell you when we were driving home from Boston, he saw Old Orchard Beach and he goes, "Oh, Old Orchard Beach. I can't wait till the summer."
I really can't wait.
And I'm like, he was kind of like, "Oh, I'm going to invite ourselves over."
Well, that's, of course, you're always welcome.
Well, let me just tell you guys.
If there's too many people there, I'll tell you.
Best summer. Seriously, that was like highlight. I loved going there.
It's so fun. So, if you didn't know, my parents have a condo on the beach in southern Maine, and it's fun, and
the sand is real sand.
It is real sand. It's not like the rock type sand that you get near Arcadia.
No, my kids had never. I know.
That was precious.
And I got a picture of it. You guys, they had never touched sand. And I felt like I was like, oh, sorry. I didn't remember. I forgot that you guys haven't touched real sand. Because, like, the beaches up here are very rocky.
Yeah.
Very coarse sand, not like the sand that was down there.
Right. And it's, I mean, don't get me wrong, it's not like sugar sand.
No.
But it's sand.
Right.
It's like regular sand.
It's sugar sand. It was comfy sand.
But
it was like stick your foot in it sand and it feels good.
I don't like walking in it with my bare feet. It hurts my feet. Sand. It like stretches my skin or something. It's weird.
Well, it's because it's like you're using your entire, like, it does stretch. Yeah.
I have to walk in my flip-flops in the sand. I can walk on wet sand. Wet sand feels great.
Oh, yeah.
Dry sand
I get what you
hurts
mean.
my feet.
I get what you're putting down.
But I can't wait for summertime so we can go there and get tan. It's not good for us, but it's good for my soul.
I'm really thinking about.
And
you know what I'm saying?
Going to the tanning bed.
You guys.
We used to do that a lot.
We did, and we stopped. It's been 3 years.
I think it's been longer than that for me.
You did longer before me, and then when I had that spot, I said, no.
Yeah.
I can't do it anymore.
That was the thing. Like, I had a spot, and I went and had it looked at, and it was fine, and I thought, you know what? Like, I don't want to be scared like that.
No.
I need to not do tanning beds.
It takes a long time to get into the dermatologist.
Yes, it does.
It's not that easy up here. It's probably not easy in other places, too.
Oh, it's like anything, like medical, you know?
Right.
And depending on your insurance.
Right.
Like, if you need a referral or not. And it's, if you have to go to your primary care, so you have to wait for that appointment, and then they have to make the appointment. It's ridiculous.
But I just, like, so I started taking vitamin D.
Yep.
So we'll see how that
pans
helps.
out. Yep.
And
hopefully it helps.
I need it.
Yeah.
And, so when I went to my appointment, he was like, yeah, you need to take vitamin D. You absolutely you need it. And like, I just want the warmth of the bulbs on my face, of the sun on my face. Like, really the sun, honestly. I would just love to like sit out, but it's not the same. Like, you can't sit outside. It's too cold. It
is too cold. Your face will be like freezer burn.
You know, like in the Wish book, they had that thing you put on your desk?
Yes.
I would love that. I just sit here.
Just they have one on eBay.
Just for 2 minutes.
Yeah.
I'd probably catch my house on fire.
Yeah, maybe you don't want that.
Yeah. Anyway, so we have a bunch of stories.
We do. And we have some long ones.
I'm excited.
Nice, detailed, meaty stories.
Yes.
Juicy ones.
We're ready to dish it out to you.
We're ready. Want to go?
Yeah, let's do this.
All right.
Here we go.
I'm going to read the first story we have from Christina. So this is Christina's story. Hi, ladies. After hearing a lot of the awesome fan stories that you share on your podcast and blog, I thought I'd share one of mine. I never got to see an NKOTB concert until the reunion in 2008, and after that first show, I was hooked. The tours tend to blend together a bit over the years, but hopefully I get most of the details correct. This story occurred in 2010 during the casino tour. I'm a family medicine doctor, and I deliver babies as part of my practice.
Wow, that's awesome.
Isn't that cool? I'm only mentioning that because it's pertinent to this story. NKOTB were doing 3 casino tour shows at the Horseshoe Casino in Hammond, Indiana in June 4th, 5th, and 6th. Some of my friends that I had met through the NKOTB reunion were going, and I really wanted to go. We're from Milwaukee, but Hammond is only a couple hours away. I was going to have to miss these shows because one of my pregnant patients was due that weekend, and I didn't want to miss being there to deliver her baby. The weekend arrives, and bless the NKOTB and Blockhead gods because my patient delivered her baby on June 4th. I called my girls, and the enablers that they are, they said I should drive to Hammond for the show on Saturday. I was able to buy a ticket, and off I went. I met up with my girls at the show and had a blast. During this tour, Donnie was doing spontaneous after parties with DJ Cheap Shot after the concert.
I remember Donnie's after parties.
I do too.
I didn't go. I really wanted to.
I didn't either, but yes, me too.
Remember when we tried?
Yes.
We tried to get the deets. Didn't quite work out.
We failed. We didn't know this, so we left after the show to head back to Wisconsin. We had driven separately because my friends had gone to the June 4th show. As I'm driving back, I get a text from my friend saying that she just saw online that Donnie was doing an after party at the casino. We were about 20 to 30 minutes into the ride home. We decided to turn around and head back to the casino. We get there and catch the tail end of the after party.
Oh my goodness.
We leave after that and we're parked on different levels of the parking structure. My friends spot the white van that Donnie got into and we decide to follow it. It stops at a nearby hotel for a while and then drops off some people. We were just hanging in the parking lot waiting. Then the van leaves and we follow it but end up losing it along the way. We thought it was a bus until one of our friends texts us that Donnie just walked into the hotel that she is staying at to go gamble at the casino. We hightail it over there and see the white van in the parking lot. We go inside and meet up with our friend, and as we are walking, we spot Earl and then Donnie sitting in the food court. They were at Sbarro, sitting at a table eating with some other fans. We hang out on a bench nearby and wait. Donnie gets up at one point, and my friend goes to walk over to him, and then Earl comes walking over. It was at this point that we realized that Donnie was going to the bathroom.
Oh.
My friend was so embarrassed as she almost followed him in there. Donnie comes out and spots us. At this point, I had met Donnie a few times at meet and greets and bus stalking, so he recognized my face. He motions that he'll be over in a minute. He goes back to the table to finish his pizza as we wait patiently.
Can I just say something? Could you imagine Donnie motioning to you? Wait a minute. Because, like,
No,
I'd be
can't.
like, he's not talking to me.
Who's behind me? Who's that person?
Like, and even if I was the only person, I'd be like, it'd be like the Jake Ryan thing. Who, me?
Me?
Yeah, you.
Yes. No, exactly.
Yeah.
He saw me. Oh, wait. Once he's done eating, he comes over to say hi to us. He saw me and got a big smile on his face and gave me the biggest hug ever. He thanked us for waiting patiently until he was finished eating.
Aww.
He just kept hugging me for the longest time and wouldn't let go. It was one of the best moments ever. We took pictures with him and then he had to go. I love him so much, and moments like this are why we are all Donnie girls. My 13-year-old self could never have imagined that this would ever happen. As you can see in the pictures, I started out the day with my hair down and looking cute and ended up with it in a bun by the time we saw Donnie.
I hear that loud and clear.
NKOTB for life, Christina.
I love it, Christina. And I love that you made the point that Steph made on the last episode. Like, they're all human. Like,
right.
She waited and waited very patiently for him to eat.
Yes.
And then when he was done,
right.
Because they've got to do their thing too.
Exactly. They're not on 24/7.
Do you remember when friends of ours met Donnie? Well, not friends of ours, but acquaintances of ours posted on Facebook and they had pictures with Donnie from the 2008 reunion. You know what I'm talking about?
Yes, I do know.
And I was like, hello. How are you, handsome?
Is it me you're looking for? Well, somebody else that I'm friends with on Facebook posted that he was at her, this is a couple years ago, he was in her work.
What?
And she got a picture with him. And she was like, I didn't have to pay for a ticket.
What?
Yeah.
Where'd she work?
At a cell phone store in Boston.
What? Who was it? Do I know this person?
You might.
I'm jealous. Ooh. Ooh.
That's awesome.
That was from Maria.
I love these pictures.
I do too.
Christina has some good pictures.
What does her shirt say?
I don't know. I was just looking at that.
There you go. There you go, looking like danger, and it's Joe. Look at him. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you can actually see it in that picture.
These pictures are gold.
Bomb. And she delivers babies.
That's awesome.
What a cool job. Like, how cool.
You're cool.
I couldn't do it. So God bless you.
God bless you.
I couldn't deliver a baby. Well, obviously, I don't have the schooling. But also, it takes a certain kind of person that can do that. And, like, thank goodness for you.
Right.
Because we have had babies.
That's right.
And it's important that you're around to do
We appreciate
to deliver them.
We appreciate you.
Yep.
Thank you, Christina. And thank you for your story.
Yeah. We really love it, appreciate it, and thanks.
Thank you. So now we're on to Michelle's story. And Michele submitted her story way back in the day.
Quite a while ago.
Like when we first started out. Yeah, pretty much.
We were like a month and a half in.
And it kind of got lost in the shuffle. We had put it in episodes that we had read.
Right.
And realized that we hadn't read it.
Right.
So we apologize for that, Michele. And we're so glad that we found it. And we're really happy that we're going to read it. So I'm going to go ahead and
without further ado,
Here we go. When I was in high school was when I first heard New Kids on the Block. I was like every teenager who put their pictures up on their walls and had buttons all over her school backpack and so on. This story isn't about meeting them or even seeing them in concert because unfortunately, I haven't ever been able to. This is why. After graduating high school, I was like every 18 or 19-year-old ready to set out for college. Well, in the summer of 1990, just 3 months after graduating out of high school, my life changed ever so rapidly. As I'm writing this, I'm crying. I had to make the most difficult decision ever. I had to forget college and work 2 jobs to support my mom. Sorry, this is very difficult. My mother was just diagnosed with breast to brain cancer and she was at stage 4. Let me say, my mother and I were very close. I told my mother everything. Anyway, when my mother passed away on December 22nd, 1992, just days before Christmas, I had lost it. I had lost the one person who understood me and knew how I was and who I wanted to be. So I had started drinking. When I say drinking, I mean heavy drinking. I got to the point where I was drunk or just hungover when I went to work and on my days off. All I did was drink my sorrows away. Well, at least I thought I was drinking the sorrows away. At the time, I hadn't realized what I was doing to my body. I was literally killing myself inside and out. Got to the point I got really sick and my grandmother helped me. Now I know I haven't mentioned much of New Kids on the Block, but this is where they really come into my story. NKOTB really changed my life around. I never got to go to concerts or even got lucky enough to meet them like most everyone else I know. I could never afford it. I still listen to them every day during my healing time. See, I'm a recovering alcoholic. I haven't had a drink in over 20 years. That's awesome.
That is awesome.
In January of 1994, I got on a Greyhound bus with one bag in my hand and moved away from California to Oregon. I said it right.
Yes, you did.
This was the start of my new life's journey. While I was on the Greyhound bus on the way to Oregon, scared as holy heck, I turned on my tape player and started listening to New Kids on the Block to calm my nerves. I have NKOTB to thank for that. See, I've suffered anxiety issues and depression for years now. I always turn to NKOTB to lighten up my world. I do it every day. My family makes fun of me, but I don't care. I've read stories where they have all been through a great deal of pain just like me. I know that they got through it somehow, that they weren't giving up on anything. Even after the band broke up, they still continued to do different things. I have such respect for that, and it made me realize that I was important too. I met my husband, and now I have 2 kids of my own. My world has changed for the better. NKOTB, I know it seems strange that they could have an impact on someone's life like this, but they did. They had a very big impact on my life. I felt sorry for myself for so long. Now I'm a better person for it, and I'm still going. I have an okay job, not my most favorite, but I'm starting college in the fall finally. That's awesome. That's awesome. I am 46 years old, and I can finally say I'm going back to school and get my degree. I've been waiting for this moment for such a long time, and it's finally here. I still haven't made it to a concert to see NKOTB, but one day I will. Hopefully, meet them and thank them in person. I haven't given up on anything. If anything, I strive for more and bigger things in life. I appreciate life again. I have the most utter respect for the guys. Danny losing his mom to cancer really opened my eyes. I join and donate to all the cancer charities. I walk for all the living and the ones who passed on from cancer. Donnie with all of his wonderful messages saying that all things that I would have given up on years ago, if it weren't for all his inspirational words. It made me feel like I wasn't alone anymore. I had them beside me the whole time. So needless to say, NKOTB has changed my life for the greater good. I hope one day I will get the chance to thank them in person. I was going to go to the last NKOTB concert when they came to Portland, Oregon, but I couldn't because my daughter is in choir and she had her very last choir concert on the very same night their concert was going on. Sorry, I wasn't going to miss the chance to see my daughter sing, even if it is in the choir. Through the years, I have learned that life is way too short not to live it to the fullest extent. My kids are a very important part of it, and so is my husband. I know some people may have chosen to go see them and not go to an event like I did, but my family is very important to me and always will be. Family always ranks first in my book. Thanks for letting me share my story, even though I've never met or even gone to a New Kids on the Block concert. One day I will, and I'll have a totally different story to tell. Thank you, Michele.
Thanks,
we
Michele.
really appreciate your story, and I really hope that you get to that concert.
I know.
I think you will.
And I'm very proud of.
Very proud. That takes a lot.
It really does. It takes a lot of guts. It says a lot about a person.
It really does. And I mean, You've overcome so much.
Mm-hmm.
So much. So thank you so much for sharing that story. We really appreciate it.
Yeah, we do. And I know our friends will too.
Right. Oh, should I read Jessica's story too?
Yeah.
All right, then I'll read Jessica's story too.
Why not?
You know what? Jessica talks to me. We're friends. Now, but I'm trying to think. Maybe she doesn't know that she's talking to me.
Right.
She might think that she's talking to both of us, but now you know. And if you don't know, now you know.
There are two people on the other end of that, my so-called whatever, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, whatever it might be. You never know who you're talking to, but it's probably Nikki.
Donnie, if you're listening, I've been sending you messages.
I did send one message.
You did, but the last one you looked at me and you go, Nikki, did you just send Donnie another message? And I said, yes, I did. I'm sorry.
That was
It was
funny.
a good one.
It was. It was great.
I was like, hey, Donnie. Hey, Donnie. This is...
Just like nothing. Just like nothing.
How did I say? Oh, hi, Donnie. This is Nikki.
Again.
One of these days, he's going to write back.
He's going to write back.
He's going to say, what's up?
You know what he's going to say?
What?
Smiley face.
Hey, that's fine.
It'll be an emoji.
That'll be fine.
What? It'll be an emoji from the heart.
That's right. And I'll be like, whoa!
Donnie, you're listening to this. I know you are. So, why don't you just respond to us and just give us an emoji?
Well, I mean, he's done a lot.
You can give us some words too. But if you're listening to this, that's how we'll know.
Or you could text me. I'll give you my number.
I'll give you my number right now. It is. No, but really.
Yeah. I don't know what I would do if I got a text message from Donnie Wahlberg.
I know what I would do. I would say, this isn't really Donnie.
I would say,
Who is this?
Where's your blue check mark?
Are you verified?
Could you imagine getting a text message?
No.
Hey, Brooke, this is Donnie Wahlberg. I couldn't even say his name. This is Donnie Wahlberg.
Because it would not happen. He would never text me.
Like that video that Joe sent the little girl. If I got that video,
yes.
I'd be like,
oh my gosh.
just like that. My little cat. That video's on YouTube. I'm pretty sure it's up. The one of me when I get excited and I drop my phone.
Oh.
When they come running. Just like that.
Literally sounded like a cat. Like a legit cat.
That's my excited. That's my excited noise.
I don't know if I have one.
Yeah, you do.
What
you
is
do.
it?
I'll have to tell you. I'll have to look. I'll have to tell you later. Because I can't think right now.
I have one.
You do. You do. You have a tell.
A tell?
Yeah.
A tell?
Yeah. I think that's what it's called.
Oh.
Jessica's story.
Jessica,
here's your story.
You'd already know it.
Hi, guys. I finally started to write down... Brooke's laughing. What? You're going to make me pee my pants. What? What? I
don't know. It was funny how you started. Switch gears.
Bang, bang.
That vine.
What vine?
The cat and Shaq.
Oh, I love that. I love that vine. That's a common gif.
It is. I love it.
Hi, guys. This is Brooke will not let me get past the hi guys of your story.
Let's do it. I'm just gonna listen.
One more time. Hi, guys. I finally decided to write down a bit of my NKOTB life, and I hope you enjoy it. I think we're going to love it. Well, just like a lot of us, I've been a fan since 1989. In 4th grade. Hey. That was us.
That was us.
We are the same age, I think.
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
In 4th grade, I was at a friend's house from school with all of our friends, and one of the girls had a Hangin' Tough VHS. It wasn't the concert one. It was the one with the videos and the little interviews.
I'm familiar.
I'm familiar as well, but wasn't it the same thing? Or were they two different things?
I think they were two different things.
So there's Hangin' Tough Live, and then there's Hangin' Tough.
And the Hangin' Tough VHS, the front of it looked like the front of the like Hang It Tough cassette.
Ah.
And the Hang It Tough Live was different.
I have both in that box.
Oh, you do?
Yeah. But I feel like on HBO, they played both.
They probably did.
Wasn't it HBO?
I don't know, because I didn't have HBO at that time.
Somebody played it because somebody played it on TV.
It may have been HBO.
I had and then I ended up getting the video. And then I played it too much because my parents said that I used the rewind on the VCR.
Yeah.
And you weren't supposed to. And
why weren't you supposed to use rewind?
I don't know. It like broke down the VCR. That's why you had like the rewinders.
Really?
It was such a BS thing, wasn't it? They made that up, didn't they?
So they could sell rewinders?
Well, no, it would like go
parents made
slow.
that?
It would go slow. I think my parents made it up.
So I don't know why. I always wondered why they had rewinders. We didn't have one. And
it went a lot faster in the rewinders.
Oh.
And
see, I always thought it was just a convenience thing. And like my dad didn't want to spend the money on it. So like
my dad always said, it grinds down the gears of the VHS, of the VCR. I keep saying VHS, of the VCR. It grinds down the gears, and so you need to use the rewinder.
Maybe it did.
And I didn't. I didn't use the rewinder. I pressed rewind. And so then guess what happened? The tape got stuck in the VCR. And guess what my dad did? He just ripped it out.
Yeah.
And that was the end of Hang It Tough Live.
Yeah.
He said, what did I tell you?
That would happen.
What did I tell you? Happened to me with my Heathers tape as well.
Don't use rewind.
No. I've learned my lesson. Okay, here we go. I could probably still recite the entire thing for you right now. I probably could too. I remember instantly knowing that Jordan was the man for me. I played the piano. He played the piano. So basically we're soulmates. My mom got me the sheet music for Hangin' Tough. Whoa. So I could learn it all on the piano. Of course, I only ever learned I'll Be Loving You Forever and played it to death. I would love to hear that.
I know, I would too.
Will you please play it for us? Because I would love to hear it.
Record it?
Yes.
Well, obviously you have to record it.
I bet it's amazing. I bet it's really good. I really want to hear it. I even wrote my name with Knight as my last name in every page of that book. Anyway, back to that VHS tape. I still have it, and I will never get rid of it. That part where Jordan finds all the roses that were delivered for them and the pillow, I know exactly what she's talking about. The pillow for Joe, and he says, nobody loves me. I wanted to give him a hug and say, I love you, Jordan. I bet you did too.
Yeah, because...
And you're like,
hello.
I'm sure if you just go look over there past the camera view, I'm sure there's a whole thing.
A whole sea.
There's a whole sea of
girls
just waiting for you, Jordan Knight.
That would love to love you.
Yes. Yes.
I would have been one of them.
Yes. I love you. I still love you. You know what you did. So I watched that tape constantly, and I covered my walls with every magazine, tarot, and poster that I could get my hands on. Still have all those too. I was never able to see them in concert and wouldn't until just a few years ago. It wasn't until the main event tour with Nelly and TLC. When they first reunited, I didn't know anybody who was interested in going. That makes me sad.
I feel like everybody should be interested in going.
Yes.
Like, even if you don't know, like, you should know.
I mean,
like, you should.
They got back together after how many years?
Right.
They said they weren't going to do it.
Right.
And everybody came. All 5 of them.
Right. That's a huge
deal.
Go
to a concert.
That's a huge deal.
Oh, I could never.
I'm excited to think about.
It does, because I never thought it was going to happen. It's just like when they were talking about Jordan Knight sings New Kids on the Block and somebody said it was their least favorite. I was like, wasn't mine. I bought that.
Yeah.
And I'm not even like, Jordan's not my number one.
Right.
But I bought it because you know what? He's singing New Kids on the Block.
And that meant something.
It meant something. It meant that it might happen. You just never know.
And never say never.
Even though I still don't have friends who would want to go, I'm going to go by myself. So I did. I live in San Diego and I found a good ticket for the show in Anaheim, so I drove up there and saw New Kids on the Block for the first time, and I just died. All the feels came back in a second, and I couldn't believe after so many years I was there in the same room as these guys. I was instantly obsessed again, and I drove home immediately and bought a ticket for the show in San Diego for the next night and went alone again. Since then, I've seen them again this last tour in San Diego, and I've been on 2 cruises. You guessed it, by myself. I met some really great people both years on the cruise, and the hugs and pictures and everything I've been able to experience with the guys has been everything I could have ever wished for. My 10-year-old self wouldn't have believed me if I told her all about this. Yeah, I totally get that.
Yeah, me too.
My 10-year-old self would be like, you're a liar.
Exactly.
You need to go say some Hail Marys because those are lies.
My 10-year-old self probably, first of all, would have been like, you didn't marry Jordan Knight? Then would say, this is BS.
Right. It wasn't meant to be.
Right.
You were meant to do other stuff.
But I really wanted to marry Jordan Knight.
But I really wanted to marry Joey McIntyre.
Like, I really...
I would have told them to take his rings off. That's all.
So you could hold hands.
Only so we could hold hands. He could put them back on afterwards.
You know what I would have told him to do with the rings?
What?
Flush them down the toilet.
Tell me how you really feel.
I am not into those rings. Was never into those rings. That's right. I didn't need to be. Because Joey, he's my number 3.
He's my number 1. Especially in that puffy jacket. Woo, Kelley! You know what you did? You posted those pictures? I had to go take a walk. I saw him in that puffy jacket.
I had to cool down.
I saw him in that puffy jacket and I was like, that's my man. That is right there.
That's my man.
That is my man with the puffy jacket. I got all because you
like
know how I feel about that.
Puffy jackets?
I don't know. It's just, whew. I'm telling you. It
was pretty good.
I want to go look at it right now. I won't, but I do want to. Just want to put that out there.
But you are going to refrain.
Yep.
We're going to finish reading.
Moving right along. None of them follow me on Twitter or Instagram, and I know that they wouldn't remember me if I saw them today, but I feel so lucky to have these experiences and memories, and I never want them to stop. On this last cruise during the photo op, Joey looked at me and said, "Where did I see you today? Did we take a picture?" We hadn't. I said, "No, not this year, not yet." I didn't even care that he must be thinking of someone else. As far as I was concerned, Joey McIntyre and I had just had a conversation that he started. After my selfie with Donnie, after waiting outside in the wind and rain, he said, "Love you," as I walked away. He really does love us all, and the more I know him, the more I want to be a better person. Just a couple weeks ago, I drove up to LA and found their star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. Someday I hope to be able to do an ultimate for one of their concerts, and I will definitely keep on cruising. One thing I will say about going on the cruise alone, that it can feel awkward sometimes when you're waiting for the Lido Deck party to start and you're just standing there by yourself. I'm sorry, Jessica. You won't be standing by yourself this cruise.
Nope.
You come find us.
No, nobody is alone.
Nope.
In this group.
Nobody leaves Jessica in the corner.
Never.
You come, and we're gonna party like it's 1999. Yes, we are. 2000.
Everyone's gonna be like, Y2K.
Oh God! Quick! The computer.
Quick, get your money. Take out all your money.
Quick! Go build a bomb shelter or whatever. Silo. Wait, what's a silo? That's for wheat, right?
Well,
could be for water.
Yeah, it's for storing like grain.
Oh yeah, Farmville taught me all about that.
That's right. For your goats and your cows.
Jeepers.
Is Farmville still around?
Oh, I'm sure. I swear that's what I think my mom thinks I do all day.
Farmville.
I think she just thinks I like go on the computer and I'm like click, 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 click. Okay. Sorry, Jess. I am like, woo. It's been a late one, this one.
Yep.
I can be a little shy too when it's up to me to start a conversation or introduce myself, which doesn't help either. But everyone I've been on those cruises and at the concerts has been so nice and welcoming. I've seen some girls get pretty nasty a couple times on the cruise. This last cruise, I saw one girl get in another girl's face, and I have no idea about what. 2 years ago, a girl in front of me yelled at me for letting someone go through to get their friends. Everyone is packed in for the Lido Deck parties, and I get it. People get irritated, tired, and annoyed with getting bumped into, pushed around, and we still need to be nice to each other. Anyway, that really is a tiny part of the whole experience, and the good parts almost make that stupid stuff disappear. I have the best time on the cruise and the concerts, and I'm so thankful that I'm able to go. It's a blockhead thing, you know what I'm saying?
Yes.
We're getting what you're putting down, Jess. And you know what? I keep calling her Jess. It's because like every friend that's Jessica that I've had is always Jess.
I haven't really had many friends named Jessica.
I have 3 Jessica friends.
Yeah.
And I call
and they're all
of them
Jess.
And I call all of them Jess.
I have one at work.
Do you call her Jessica? You call her J? J Money?
It depends on who I'm talking to.
What's up, J Money?
Like, I never call her by her name. I just, like, message her on her, like, I am thing at work.
Oh, that's so cool.
But I guess it depends on who I'm talking to if I call her Jessica or Jess.
What do you call me?
Nikki.
Nope. Oh, okay.
I don't call you Nicole.
No, please don't.
I'm going to go to Nicole's house.
Nope.
Like today, when I said, all right, bye, see you later. And Sadie looked at me and she said, wait, where are you going? I said, Nicole's house.
No, you didn't.
Of course not. I call you Nikki.
Okay.
What else would I call you?
I don't know.
Nick?
Nick Nack?
No.
Nick?
Nope. You're Nikki.
Yep.
Just Nikki.
Just Nikki. That's all.
That should be the name of, like a reality show.
Just Nikki?
Just Nikki.
That would be a really piss poor reality show. Let me just tell you that right now. If it was just Nikki, people would say canceled. They'd get like 5 minutes in and they'd be like, no thanks. Hard pass. If it was just Nikki,
you'd be on your computer working
with my mechanical keyboard.
You'd have a big iced coffee next to you.
Yep.
Or a fountain drink of some kind.
These are for treats. So usually I have.
You do iced coffee though.
I do.
Because
I
I see some dead soldiers.
Oh, definitely. Or a sip. I like my sips.
You do. Yes, you have it in the bathroom. On the sink.
Oh, I must have forgotten about it.
It looked like you left your wine cooler there at the end of the night.
Yes, I swear, like, yeah.
Because it looks like a wine cooler.
Right.
But it's not.
Right.
She doesn't drink all day.
Nope.
Oh, boy.
Oh, boy.
So.
Oh, boy. Wowza.
Wow.
Thank you so much for your podcast and sharing all of these super cool stories. I never get tired of hearing about other people's experiences, and I hope that we continue to make more memories with each other. If you see a girl wandering around the ship by herself, that might be me, so come and say hi. Jessica. Okay, so first of all, Jessica, we want you to come find us.
Yes.
And be like, I'm Jessica. And we'll be like, yay. And then you don't go to Lido Deck Party alone. Come with us.
We'll be like, yay.
And we'll be like, woo!
Yes.
And guess what? We can be awkward with each other because I am super awkward when I first meet people. Sometimes.
I am quiet when I first meet people.
I'm like awkward. Like when Erica was talking about the whole thing, like, that's me. I will say something really dumb. Like, oh.
Do you like turtles?
Do you like Pennsylvania? Have you ever been to Pennsylvania? Oh.
Amish country?
Yes. Have you? So,
and then you have to worry about, like, offending somebody.
Right. Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, I didn't know that you didn't like Pennsylvania. I'm sorry about that.
I didn't know that your ex left you for somebody that was Amish.
Oh. Did that happen?
I don't know.
Oh.
Did you ever see that show? Did you watch that show?
Yes.
It was so fake.
Breaking Amish.
Yes.
Did you know it's on again?
Yes, but it's that I know, like it was all like a setup.
I'm so mad. I'm really mad about that.
Oh yeah, me too. It's crap.
Because I found out that it was all whatever.
Yeah.
I'm like, I think you told me.
I think I did.
And I was like,
it affected me.
I got into it pretty deep.
I definitely did.
Yeah.
I definitely
yeah.
did.
Yeah.
And it was just like one of those shows. I was like, this is the best show ever.
Yes, they're Amish. Look at this. Look at these lives.
And then there was that one Mennonite. So they had the Amish and they had the one Mennonite.
Yes.
And I liked her.
Yes.
I really liked her. I thought she was cool.
She's pregnant on this one.
I can't even.
I watched the first episode because Jody got me hooked on that new... I don't have time for these shows.
I know.
But I listened to her podcast.
Yep.
Which is reality TV. And she makes me... Seriously, this is how good she is. She makes me want to watch these shows.
Right.
And so I get hooked on these shows. And I have to watch them. And then all of a sudden I'm watching one. And then, there comes another one. I could not get into 90 Day Fiancé, though. I just could not.
Oh my God. 90 Day Fiancé is...
She got you hooked on that.
Ridiculous. These people, let me tell you. Ridiculous. Teen Mom OG. I love Teen Mom Night. And I love listening to Jody talk about it after.
I don't have time for that.
I was trying to go to bed.
You know what I listen to?
What?
Nothing.
Your albums? Your vinyl?
I do. I listen to my vinyl. My New Kids on the Block vinyl.
NKOTB vinyl?
Guess what I just got? I got a little import action.
From Germany.
From Germany. Guess what song it was? Guess.
But I can't guess. Wasn't there a remix on there by CC Peniston?
No, CC Peniston.
No. CC something?
CC Music Factory, I think. Oh, CC Peniston. It was the If You Go Away import.
That. It's a very important song. Speaking of import, it was important.
It was important. Oh, crap. All right. Well, thank you so much, Jessica. We really appreciate it. That was an awesome story. And
it was.
And again, you come find us. You got it? Good.
Great stuff.
Baby. I love her shirt. Have you seen her shirt? Her Jordan Knight shirt. Have you seen it? It is amazing. It's got pictures of Jordan Knight everywhere.
Well, is
that actually, it might be just a New Kids on the Block shirt.
I think it's New Kids on the Block because I see Danny.
It's amazing.
It is amazing.
I really want one.
And also, how you doing?
How you doing, Jordan Knight? I think we're going to have to, time out. I don't think I can make it, Brooke.
Really?
I don't think so. I am so tired.
So,
what am I going to do on the cruise?
You're going to have to sleep during the day.
I'm going to have to.
And I know me, I'm going to need to sleep.
Yeah.
For us to be pleasant people, even if we just sleep for 5 hours.
See, that's fine. Even 4?
Yeah, I'm cool with
4
that.
4 is good. Anything under 4?
Right.
I couldn't do 2 and 2.
I couldn't do 2 and 2.
I have to have consecutive.
So now we have Sandy's story.
Yeah. Thank you, Jessica. Sorry, I am
Nikki's very tired.
And this is how I get. But I'm somewhat pleasant, but I won't be tomorrow.
Right. You're going to need. Right. And I'm tired, but I'm fine.
So you guys will see me on the cruise ship.
Yeah.
And you'll be like, oh, she's fine. She's fine. She's pleasant. Oh, I'm fine now. I'm fine now. You won't want to deal with me the next day. That's faux show.
That is faux shizzle.
But I gotta make it to Donnie's after party. Well, maybe he'll be like, I'm not giving her bracelets.
I would like to. That'd be awesome. But if we don't, we don't. If we can't, we can't.
We're going in with no expectations.
No expectations at all. You know what? I'm going in thinking I'm just going on a cruise. I'm not even going to see them.
I'm going to hang out with Jessica on the Lido.
On the Lido deck.
If she'll have me.
All right. So I'm going to read Sandy's story.
All right. I'm ready for it.
Hi, Brooke and Nikki. I know you've already read my NKOTB Cruise recap on my blog.
Which was awesome.
But I also know how much you love to hear fans' entire New Kids story. So here it is. My 29-year love affair with the 5 adorable and sexy
I cannot wait.
men of NKOTB. The early years.
Here we go.
I love how she formatted this.
I do too.
I first discovered the New Kids on the Block like so many girls did in 1989. I heard Please Don't Go Girl on my little black Sony radio and fell in love with Joey McIntyre. Now, those who know me at all will probably spit out their @Blondies by Jenny at that comment because everyone knows I'm a diehard Jordan girl with strong Donnie tendencies. We are all Donnie girls after all. I hear ya. But yes, in the early years, I was all about sweet little curly-haired Joey. If I'm being honest, though, it was more by default than anything else. He was the only one I thought I had a shot with since he was the youngest, and I was only 9.
I hear that.
I can remember doing all my weekly chores just to earn New Kids posters, buttons, slap bracelets, and my totally awesome pink plastic watch with the guys' faces plastered across the band.
I'm sorry. You have that?
I do have that. My daughter wears it around the house. You
gave it to her?
No, she took it.
Oh.
Was I talking to you the other night?
Yeah.
And she knew right where it was?
Right.
Yeah. My very first poster ever was a black and white one of the band that I cleaned out my entire room for. I was positively giddy as we headed to Sam Goody in the mall to pick up my poster, and while my dad helped me to hang it up ever so precisely between my windows where Joey and his Boston bandmates had the perfect lighting. I can also remember memorizing exactly how many seconds I needed to forward wind or rewind on each side of my cassette to get to Step by Step, Hangin' Tough, The Right Stuff, and My Favorite Girl.
That sounds like something you would do.
It was. I wore those tapes out. I remember listening to the sound of the tapes rewinding or fast forwarding.
You would know.
And knowing how many ticks it was.
That's crazy.
It was in 1991 during their No More Games tour that I had my first chance to see them in concert. Unfortunately, it was determined that I was too young to go to a concert yet, and I had the unfortunate experience of being the only one in my entire troupe to show up for the Girl Scouts meeting that night, because every single girl was at the concert. My troop leader, bless her heart, did her best to make the night fun for me, but ultimately I was heartbroken. Making God's eyes from twigs and yarns just didn't compare to seeing the loves of my life perform on stage.
Oh. What are God's eyes?
I don't know. Well, God's eyes?
Making God's eyes.
Were they making God?
I don't know.
Like a picture of God?
I don't know. I'm going to have to look that up. Maybe that's a thing? Have you ever...
No, I don't know what that is.
Me either. Guess we'll have to look it up.
Here's the thing, though. Looking back, I don't think I would have been able to handle it anyway. I have always struggled with anxiety and often get overwhelmed by large crowds and lots of noise. I had no way of knowing this then, but it would be a full 26 years before I finally saw the New Kids live.
That's insane.
It is insane.
Did you know that today they all posted about getting back together?
Was it the anniversary of like the announcement or something?
I think it was their first concert, wasn't it?
I don't know.
I'll have to look it up. I will be able to tell you in point 2. Okay, so this is a tweet from Donnie Wahlberg.
Okay.
10 years ago, we all went back to the way things used to be, and it was better than we ever could have dreamed it would be. Hashtag thankful to the best fans ever. And there's a People article from January 26, 2008.
Nice. I can't believe it's been 10 years. The remix. Inevitably, the New Kids broke up. I don't actually recall it happening, but I can remember missing them. And I clearly remember years later watching in awe of their bravery while John and Jordan talked about their anxiety on Oprah. Mm-hmm. I couldn't help but feel a connection to them as they sat tense and uncomfortable in those iconic chairs. The episode aired right around the time that I was becoming more aware of my own anxiety, and it was oddly comforting to hear the Knight brothers talk about their own struggles. When the group got back together in 2008, I wasn't entirely sure how I felt about it. Part of me was eager to hear new music and maybe get to finally see them live. But another part of me wanted to always remember them as the iconic late 80s, early 90s boy band with the catchy pop hits and questionable style choices. Rat tails and mullets and overalls. Oh my. I never imagined they would be so popular the second time around, or that my future experiences with them would be so life-altering. As much as I wanted to see them in concert at that time, and to see Jordan on his unfinished tour, the stars didn't align for me until this past summer during the Total Package tour. I found out I was going to be in Chicago visiting my parents at the same time as NKOTB was touring there, so I called up my friend Kenlyn, who lives in the area, and asked her if she wanted to go. Since we're both public school teachers, we went with the cheapest tickets available, meaning we sat in the top row of the highest balcony. As the New Kids rose way up from underneath the stage and began singing, "Give me one more night to love ya," I cried. Give me one more night to love ya. I literally cried. For 29 years, I had waited for that moment, and it was even more amazing than I imagined it would be. Despite the guys looking like sexy little ants so far below, Kenlyn and I danced and sang like there was no tomorrow, and my preteen obsession with NKOTB was reignited. I hadn't even gotten home from that trip yet when I contacted my friend Jamie about going to see the guys again in Raleigh a few weeks later. This time around, I decided it was worth shelling out the money to get floor seats, and we ended up on the aisle right by the B stage. We stood a few short feet from Jordan as he swayed his hips to a block party, and rushed over with the crowd as the guys took the B stage for summertime, games, and more. Jordan smiled right at me at one point, and I miraculously caught the blurry proof on camera. As they made their way back down the aisle to the main stage, I got a quick hand squeeze from Joey, then Donnie, and finally my dear, sweet Jordan. I'm not going to lie, I seriously considered running after Jordan to hug him and profess my undying love. But the sight of the hulking bodyguard following him, Victor, brought me back to my senses, and I never washed that hand again. Just kidding. I'm a special ed teacher, and I wash my hands about 20 times a day. But I think about those hand squeezes fondly and often. Nothing is random. What happened 2 days later ended up being one of the most fun and life-altering experiences of my life, and I owe it all to NKOTB. I was still riding the high from my concert experience in Raleigh when I decided on a whim to look on Ticketmaster and see where NKOTB were performing next. The answer was Charlotte, just 2.5 hours from me. With 3 hours left before the show time, I took a chance and found a single front row ticket available for a ridiculously low price. Fate. I purchased a ticket, pinned on my I Love Jordan buttons, jumped in the car, and headed to Charlotte without a second thought. Now, as I mentioned before, I have always struggled with anxiety, especially in situations that involve large crowds and a lot of noise. And I am not a particularly spontaneous person either. Type A all the way. So it was a huge deal for me to go to a concert at the last minute and sit in the front row by myself. Only for you, Jordan, Donnie, John, Joey, and Danny. To sum it up, I made 3 new blockhead friends, danced my butt off, sang at the top of my lungs, got 2 winks and a huge smile from Jordan, swoon, and felt absolutely zero anxiety whatsoever. Life changing. It was only a week after that last concert that I made up my mind to really throw caution to the wind and sign up for the NKOTB Cruise. It would be my first time on a boat, first time out of the country, first time traveling by myself, and first time actually meeting the new kids in person.
That's insane. I'm just going to tell you right now, when I read that, I was like, I can do this. I can go to Memphis. I can do this. I can do this. Look at what she just...
That's crazy.
Yeah.
And she got selfies with 4 out of 5 of them.
That's pretty good.
I even tied a fundraiser for Remember Betty into the cruise and ran a mile on the boat in honor of breast cancer patients and survivors. Had I not gone by myself to that concert in Charlotte, I would never have convinced myself that I could do all this. But I had, and I did, and the rest is history. I could talk forever about the new kids, but I'll stop here for now. I adore you guys and your podcast, and I appreciate you reading my story. Hugs and hashtag twogs, Sandy. And we have a link to Sandy's blog on our website.
Which is awesome.
You should really check it out. The link is just under her story.
Yeah.
And she included some awesome pictures.
She did. Sandy, we love you. And her blog is awesome. It has, and because she was a first-time cruiser.
Right.
So it has all kinds of good stuff on it. So you guys need to head on over there, and we'll post it in the group too. Because you really need to read it. If you haven't, go read it. It's awesome. And she's awesome. So.
I love her pictures.
They're really good.
Yeah. Very cool. And like this picture of her and Jordan.
Mm-hmm. How you doing, Jordan?
Like they look like a happy couple.
They do.
And
we're gonna
he looks very handsome.
He is very handsome. He's only gotten handsomer and handsomer. I do have to say.
I can say that about all of them, I think.
I'm going to be honest. I agree.
I really can say that about all of them.
All of them. So last night, we attempted to do the rest of the podcast that we needed to do. But I was very tired. Like, so tired that I begged Brooke to do it the next day because I was so tired. I begged you. I was like, please, 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 please.
You did. And that's fine.
So here we are the next day. And we finished with Sandy's, and I'm pretty sure that we finished her story. Actually, I don't think we did.
No, we did because I remember I read it and I remember reading the end. Hugs and hashtag twogs. And I mentioned her blog. We totally did.
Okay.
You just don't remember because you were tired.
Sorry, Sandy. But we really appreciate your story.
And your blog is awesome. So
it sure is. And
everybody needs to go to our website and link to it.
Right. And she has a bunch of pictures.
She does.
She has a bunch of pictures.
Like really good ones.
Yeah, they're amazing. So you'll have to go on the website and check them out. And if you're listening to this right now on iTunes, there is a link within the episode that you can click on and go right to the pictures. So you should do that.
So do that.
It would be
a good idea.
It will.
Yeah. You know what that is? That is a best practice.
Oh. Well, I was going to say today we got a very special package in the mail.
Yeah, we did. With all kinds of awesome stuff.
Right. We won an auction, and it was a New Kids on the Block auction, like a lot. And it has some pretty amazing stuff in it.
Like mint condition.
Mint.
Type of stuff.
Mint.
So we are very excited about it.
I might be modeling some of that stuff coming up here in a little while.
Are you going to be modeling it?
I'm going to try to. I think that my t-shirt that I really wanted is going to be the same kind, like type of snuggliness as it was when I had it back in 5th grade, just bigger. But I just want to say I finally connected with the handprint tee.
It's very exciting.
That handprint tee that I absolutely loved. is now back in my life.
That's awesome.
I'm very happy about it.
I couldn't believe, like, the t-shirts.
They're, like, brand new.
One of them still has tags on it.
I know.
Like, brand new t-shirts. It's very cool.
I know.
So, that was a good find.
Are we ready? Kim's story. My name is Kim, and I'm from Wisconsin. Hello, Kim. Welcome.
Hi, Kim.
I can't tell you how happy I am to have found your podcast. You ladies have been not only my NKOTB outlet, but have brought back so many memories of my childhood. So thank you. Thank you. Thank you. You're welcome. You're welcome. You're welcome. Thank you for listening. We appreciate it. And thank you to everyone that is new and is listening. Hello.
Hello there. We appreciate you.
We do appreciate you. I feel like I have so many NKOTB stories I could tell. I've been blessed to experience such amazing things. I don't remember how exactly I got into New Kids on the Block, but the earliest document picture is Christmas 1989, age 7, getting the Hanging Tough cassette. I do distinctly remember going to my room and jamming out on my new cassette player. It was on from there. My first love was Donnie, until the Step by Step album came out and Joey had grown up a bit and caught my eye. I have been a Joey girl ever since. Don't get me wrong, Donnie still holds a special place in my heart, too, because we are all Donnie girls. Ain't that the truth?
Hallelujah.
I did not ever see them live when I was younger, but when they announced they were reuniting in 2008, I couldn't have been more ecstatic. I took my mom with me to my first New Kids on the Block concert, and we were second from last row. Total nosebleed, but the moment they took the stage, indescribably magical. Tears of joy were shed. I never understood when I was a kid and would watch those concerts on TV why the girls would cry. But in that moment, I completely understood. In 2009, my mom surprised me with a 5-star VIP meet and greet. Woohoo! Best mom ever is right.
For real.
The way meet and greets were done then, you were given a letter and a group of 10 went behind the curtain. Oh. Well, that's pretty cool. I knew if I wanted to be with Joey, he had to be my main focus. I briefly hugged John, Jordan, and Danny and then beelined it to Joey. I was so starstruck that the only words I could muster out was nice to meet you to each of them. As we were lining up for the picture, I felt someone to my right put their arm around me and I look over and it's Donnie. I was beyond blessed to be standing between my first and second loves, making memories to last a lifetime. As I thought the night couldn't get better, we ended up with second row center seats. I couldn't have asked for a better experience. I also did go to the 2010 concert. Then life happened. I was finishing up college and getting married and doing the adult thing. My mom wasn't as into him as much as I was, so she was less inclined to keep going to concerts. In 2014, my best friend from high school, Lisa, and I reconnected. I obviously had wanted to go on the cruise since number 1, but timing just never worked out until then. On a whim, in November 2014, we booked ourselves on cruise number 7. 2015, her and I attended the main event tour, and it was just a small sampling of what lied ahead. We both said it was a once-in-a-lifetime trip. To say the least, her and I had the time of our lives, so much so that while lounging in Grand Turk, we decided we were going to be on number 8. 2016 was the year of NKOTB for us. We went to Going Home with Donnie. I want to go to Going Home with Donnie. I'm just putting that into the universe. Very excited. Flew out to New York to see them perform at Coney Island, cruise number 8, and going to see Donnie and Jenny in the holiday parade in St. Charles where they were grand marshals. My birthday fell over the cruise, and as luck and fate would have it, our meet and greet fell on my birthday. I've been telling Lisa ever since we watched season 2 of Rock This Boat that if Melissa's friends could get Jordan to jump out of a cake for her, she had to get Joey to give me a birthday kiss or at least say happy birthday. She brought along a birthday tiara and a pin that read, "Kiss me, it's my birthday." I decided I would wear them both to the meet and greet. Why not, right? It's not every day you can make a fool out of yourself in front of your favorite boys. I was standing with John that year, so as the lineup went, I was first in our group line. Did I mention that the pin lit up and was flashing? LOL. Danny was first and told me happy birthday. I melted a little there. Donnie gave me a hug, pulled me back, looked in my eyes, pulled me back and said, "I love you." Brooke, I can't deal with that.
Because he truly does.
He's the best.
He really is.
Of course I said I love you too. Could this get any better? Jordan was Jordan. No words exchanged besides a hello. Next is Joey.
He with that surprised, intrigued look squints and sees my pin. I point to my cheek. He tells me happy birthday and even asked how old I was. As I went in for the hug, not knowing what to expect, he kisses me on the cheek. What? What? Oh my God. Joey McIntyre has kissed me. Best moment ever. I may have blacked out for a moment, but I do remember thanking him for making my birthday wish come true. John, as always, embraced me with his famous hug and wished me a happy birthday as well. Good job, Lisa. Mission accomplished. 2017 has been an epic year as well. We got to go to the screening of 50 Shades Darker for Jenny's Inner Circle series, part of her show in St. Charles. I got to watch 50 Shades Darker with Donnie and Jenny. How awesome. Insert fangirl voice here. We sat second row in a theater after the movie is over, is when Jenny was going to do her show and talk about the movie. Lisa and I were standing, stretching our legs. It's hard to watch the movie in a second row. Anyways, Donnie was standing in front of us. We were trying not to be fangirls, but he must have known because he motioned for us to come down to where he was. Is this happening? He took selfies with us and gave us the biggest hug I've ever gotten from him. Blockheads must stand out. It was a great moment. I was so excited when Joey announced he was doing his promo tour for Return of the Mac. He came to Chicago and Lisa and I stood out in the freezing cold for over 3 hours. Well worth it. This was the first time seeing Joey that I had a plan on what I wanted to say to him. My turn came in line. We got to have one item signed as well. I chose the Meet Joe Mac CD. I hadn't followed his solo career and had recently purchased all of his solo albums. This particular album spoke to me, especially the song Rain. As he was signing the CD insert, I told him how much I love the album and that Rain recently helped me get through a rough patch and gave me a new perspective on my situation. He was genuinely sweet and rubbed my shoulder as I was telling him how amazing he was. He thanked me for my kind words and said he was glad he could help. Out of all my pics and selfies with Joe, this one has become my favorite. For the total package, I was lucky enough to see them 3 times. I took my husband to his first concert in Vegas and then attended both Chicago shows along with going home with Donnie again. The last night they were in Chicago, we had meet and greet. We snagged a group where we both got to be with our guys. Lisa, Donnie, me, Joey. Since number 9 was falling on my birthday again, I knew I needed to think of another birthday wish from Joey. My wish was to dance with him. I'd been pondering over if I was going to bring it up at this meet and greet or not. Again, I was first in our group line. I can't remember what I said to Danny or John. Donnie told me again he loved me. Of course, I said I love you too. As crazy as it sounds, him saying this seems so genuine. And I don't think that sounds crazy at all.
That's not crazy at all.
No. I told Jordan I loved his Facebook Lives. He said, "Did you see me last night?" I said, "Yes. We had only less than 5 minutes after you came out to the fence." He said, "Oh, I'm sorry." Wow, Jordan Knight is telling me sorry. I swear Joey can pick out Joey girls from a mile away. We locked eyes. A girl can get lost in those eyes for days. I hear that loud and clear. We said hello to each other and hugged, and I took my place to his left side. It seemed time was almost frozen, and I decided what better time than now to talk to him about my upcoming birthday wish, as everyone else was filling in. I said I was going on the cruise and that my birthday was during the cruise again. I said, "Last year you granted me a birthday wish and I was hoping that you could do it again this year." He said, "Oh yeah? What did I grant last year?" I said, "A birthday kiss." He's like, "I did? Wow, I never do that. Holy shit, I got a kiss from Joey and he doesn't do that. Happy dance, happy dance." I said, "Yep, you did." He asked what I wanted this year and I said a dance. He said, "F yeah, we can do that." He then asks what night and answers his own question with, "Evan, we can dance every night." I said, "You're on." I have no idea how all of that was said during that short amount of time. On my way out, I hugged him again and said thank you. Somehow his hand was in mine, and I brought it to my lips and kissed his hand. Oh Lord, I still don't know how that happened, but it did. For work reasons, Lisa decided not to go on 9. I wasn't going to miss it. I can't not be on that boat. My mom, the trooper she is, decided to come along, and we had a blast. She's officially a Donnie girl. Our meet and greet, we didn't have a photo group. Side note, on the 3 cruises I've been on, I've never had a photo group. My advice, don't form one, because 90% of the time they fall apart. Go down an hour or so before and find your group, one who is close in line. This year, first group we found needed a Joey girl. I'm right here. This time around, I decided to take a sassy approach. But seriously, those eyes. We said hi, hugged, and again, I take my place on his left side. I said, we need to talk. He looks at Jordan next to him and is like, who is this girl? I said, back in June, we had a conversation about my birthday wish, and I asked that we could dance, and you agreed. He said, for sure, we can make that happen. On my way out, I said, so I'll see you later for that dance, and he says, yes. I wasn't too hopeful it would happen. Even if it didn't, I was still going to have the time of my life. Fast forward to the last night of the cruise. Joey and I hadn't been in the same area. I didn't want to force myself on him or be that girl. It was a little after midnight, officially my birthday. I look to my left and see that Joey is taking selfies not far from where we were. I look at my mom and said, well, it's now or never. There, of course, was a line, and I had hoped he wouldn't just leave before I got my turn. We didn't have to wait long. It's my turn. I go up and immediately notice he had a plate of carrots and ranch sitting in his lap. How sweet to take selfies even when you're hungry. I said, it's officially my birthday. This isn't my birthday wish of a dance, but a selfie with you is the next best thing. He said, happy birthday, snapped a pic, and then handed me my phone back. I said, thank you, and turned to walk away. He reached out for me and stopped me and motioned for me to come back. He moved his plate of carrots and ranch, but left his arm around me. I put my arm around him, and we danced. Actually swayed to the chorus of the song playing. Joey McIntyre.
Oh.
Are you kidding me? And he was hungry. But he still did that.
He put those carrots to the side.
And she was respectful.
She was very respectful.
And
look what happened.
Right. We even sang the verses. I gave him the biggest hug and kiss on the cheek, thanked him, and said, you don't know how much this means to me. As I walked away on cloud 9, happy tears streaming down my face, an excited blockhead grabbed me, hugged me, and said, I saw that all happen. Awesome. So happy for you. I told her it was beyond amazing. No words. For the life of me, I can't remember what song this was. Knew I even sang it. I'll know when I hear it again, I'll know it. Joey McIntyre makes dreams a reality. I'm so grateful, thankful, and blessed for everything he has done for me. I can't wait to see what 2018 NKOTB and Kim get to experience. Don't give up on Mission Interview Joey 2018. I'm rooting for you. Oh, thank you.
Aww.
Keep doing your thing, ladies. You bring a smile to my face every time I listen. I hope to meet you on cruise number 10.
That's awesome.
Oh, these pictures are awesome.
Aren't they great?
Look at her with her little tape.
I know.
Oh, she's so excited.
So awesome.
Oh, thank you so much, Kim. That was a great story.
That really was an
It
awesome
was
story.
awesome.
And I love these pictures.
Yes. They're so good.
That picture of her and Joey is great.
It really is. All of them. I wish I had gone to the Return of the Mac thing. Oh well.
Yeah. If you could do it again.
Everything happens for a reason. There was a reason I wasn't supposed to be there.
That's right.
So,
That's
there
right.
you go. And if you don't know, now you know. So, those were some great stories. I love getting back to the old format. Like, I love having on new guests, but I love getting back to the old format too. So, it's nice to sit down and read some stories. We really appreciate them.
Yes, we do.
And we hope that you keep sending them to us.
Yeah.
So
totally.
So keep sending
Totes,
them.
Totes my goats.
Sending them to mysocalledwhatever@gmail.com. And we appreciate it.
Absolutely.
So
there we are.
Yeah.
There's our stories.
Let's close it up.
And that's our episode.
Yeah. So we're still looking for those 5 questions that we should ask every guest that comes on. Thanks to Jill's suggestion, which is amazing. So actually, I think we talked about that on Erica's.
Oh, yeah, we did.
Thing, which probably isn't going to air
until
next week.
Next week or sometime.
So we should probably explain it.
Okay.
Do you want to do that?
Let's do that. So Jill had a suggestion for us that we should ask our guests the same 5 questions. Like we should come up with 5 questions that we ask each of our guests. And that's a great idea.
It's such a good idea.
And you guys, we have some amazing guests coming up, just to put that out there in the universe. Like really exciting.
One non-NKOTB related guest that I am just like, what?
I am so excited. I can't even contain myself. Like you can hear it in my voice. I'm excited. It'll be pretty cool. So, we need to figure out 5 questions, and we would love some suggestions.
Yes.
Would love suggestions. So if you wanted to email them to us at mysocalledwhatever@gmail.com.
You can tweet them to us too.
You can absolutely tweet them to us.
Facebook group.
We'll just get it out there in the universe.
Yeah.
And we'll pick 5 that 5 questions that kind of cover some fun little bases, and we'll ask them.
Yeah.
So any suggestions would be much appreciated.
Yes.
What do you guys want to hear?
Indeed. Yeah. What do you want to hear? And I was trying to find where, I think she said the actor's studio. Like they come on and.
Inside the actor's studio?
Yes.
I love Inside the actor's studio.
Yes, and they ask like the same questions. So
Yes,
I think that's such a good idea because it's such a great icebreaker too. And then people look forward to those questions. So
Right.
let's think of them. Let's think of I think one of them should be like, who's your favorite new kid on the block? Just because, no matter who comes on.
I agree. But send them in. We'll see what we get.
Yeah.
Cool.
All right.
Okay, so we will we'll see you next time.
We will. And we appreciate all your support, getting the word out. 700 members on the Facebook group.
Yeah, that's amazing.
Woo,
By the
woo.
time this comes out, who knows? Maybe we'll be at like 750.
That would be amazing. So you guys are awesome.
I guess we'll have to stay tuned.
Yep. So, all right.
Cool.
We'll talk to you later.
So peace out.
Okay, let's talk about Joe.
All right, Brooke.
Okay. So we are. All right, hold on. So you just listened to our podcast because I think we're putting this at the end,
Right.
and it is Tuesday night. Joe released his podcast today, and we have some words.
We do.
First of all, we should talk about everyone that's on this call right now.
We're on like
Everybody.
we're on a party line.
It is like a party line. It's like
called
1987.
555.
New kids.
1-900 Pixela. 1-900-555 girls.
Oh.
Yes.
Not the speaker.
So I think what I'll do is I'll just go around and I'll just like say hi to everybody and you can just say hi back. Because I think if I say, say your name, everyone's going to say their name.
Yeah.
So we have, obviously, well, there's me, Brooke, and there's
Hi, Brooke.
Nikki.
What's going on?
Hey.
Nikki.
And we have Jackie
Hi, Jackie. Hey, guys.
and Charlene
Hello, hello, hello.
and Kim
Hi.
and Michele
Hey.
and Maria
Hey.
and Kelley.
Woo! Hello.
And Kim.
And
She
I
said
said
me.
Kim.
Oh, sorry.
And Kim.
And Kristine's coming soon. She is just cooking dinner.
Oh, what a nice mommy.
That is so nice. So
I can't.
okay. So basically, in a nutshell, what happened is last night Joey put out there that he needed questions for his podcast. So to tweet at him. So that's what we did.
Oh,
we
did.
Oh yes. And I think he noticed us. So we were mentioned a few times, and we were beyond excited about that. And I think
Maria left the chat somehow. Maria left.
Oh,
Come back, Maria. Sorry, Brooke.
Maria, come back. So, from here, I mean, do we want to talk about? I mean, you can go listen to to his podcast and hear what he said. To be honest, if you're listening to this, you may have already listened to his podcast. There's a good chance.
Better
you have.
have.
And you heard. So first of all, like, Joey, if you're listening, Joey, can you hear me? Thank you so much. We will be on the cruise. We are looking forward to having you on our podcast.
I'll try really hard to not make that cat noise.
But you know what? Like,
Be free with your emotions. You be
That's
free
just
with
you.
your emotions.
Be
If
free
you
with,
need to
be
turn
free
into
with
a
my
kitty cat-
emotions, as Eddie Vedder.
You gotta do what you gotta
says.
do.
So, what I'll do is I'll turn it over to Nikki if she wanted to add
Oh my
her
gosh.
thoughts. I know she has thoughts.
It was just a roller coaster. I didn't expect any of that. Like, none of it. Like, zero. You and I had a talk last night.
Mm-hmm.
And we were like, okay, so if he doesn't say anything, it's no big deal. Like, because there were so many tweets, you guys. I was just like, holy cow, this is amazing. I couldn't believe it. And so I was thinking to myself, what if he does? What if he doesn't? I'm just not even going to think about it. So I didn't, which is like not my usual go-to, but I didn't think about it. And then at the end of the night, I was like texting with Kristine because I was trying to stay up to, I was thinking about listening to it before I went to bed. And so I went to sleep. And then when I woke up, I had like tons of text messages and then Kelley's message. Like, the one thing that I saw that stood out was, don't go on Facebook, listen to the podcast first. And I'm so glad
you would have been grounded.
So
I'm back.
Hey, welcome back.
So I texted Brooke that basically shit was going down, like in a good way. And like I had no idea what was going on because I was told not to look at Facebook, so that I was listening to the podcast, which I love surprises, but like it was killing me. And I also had to like get ready in the morning, so I was listening in the shower. And
oh my God. How did you not slip and fall?
Oh my gosh.
I want to point out, I told you to be sitting down too.
I know you did. I know you did. You totally told me to. But like
I almost slept and fell.
I was like, I screamed when he was just reading my question. And then it just like kept going after that, you guys. It kept going. He kept saying it.
Yup. He said
it was like 3 separate times.
Interview Joey 2018. He was like, okay. I'm like, he liked it.
Oh my
and he said he sees it. He knows it. He feels it. Yes.
He felt the movement. He felt the moment.
Yes.
Kim and I think Kim did a nice little overview.
Kim,
oh my God.
Every time.
That saved me today at work. Like I listened this morning. I had to fast forward to skip ahead 15 seconds at a time to like hear the high points before work, and then I read that at work, and then I was able to listen again on my lunch. So Kim, you're amazing.
Yes, you are, Kim. I sent it to Kevin, and I was like sending it to Brooke, and oh my gosh, and I kept looking at it all day.
That's magic.
It was so magical.
I'm chatting with friends in other states right now.
He kept talking about how it was his worst podcast ever, and I was like, I beg to differ. So I had to tell him how much we appreciated everything that he did.
It was
yeah,
honestly
we
like
love the feedback.
All shout outs aside, like I said, like even if this had nothing to do, I think that was his best one. Well, I like them all, but like I really enjoy it when he's just like himself and like talking and just being normal, just being a normal person.
And those kids.
Yes,
I love the kids.
So cute.
Yeah. I think I was just so interested because this is like the ultimate, is like you're hearing from a new kid and he's just reading the questions. I mean, like there's no interruptions or anything like that besides the adorable kids, which it's acceptable. But I mean, it was like we were all like in anticipation hearing, first of all, is he going to read the tweet that I sent him? And then other people had great questions as well. So it's sort of like, hey, it's a Q&A without the interruptions.
I know.
It was awesome. I love this one. This is the best by
He
far,
couldn't really
I think.
prep for it. That was live Q&A.
Right.
I think he was nervous that it didn't sound polished, but I think he doesn't realize how much we love it. Just
take it away.
I don't want him to
Without
do
being
anything different. I don't want him to do anything different.
Ooh, Kristine's on.
Hey, Kristine.
Do we have video?
Hey.
How do I get on video?
We can.
Go down and
it's a little thing on the bottom.
Wait, how do I turn my speaker on? There. Okay, there's that.
So I just think that, I mean, it was kind of like old-timey radio. Like when you think about when people used to listen to those radio shows and like be like sitting at the edge of their seat to find out like, I don't know, one of those Wild West shows or something.
Yeah.
You know, like
those murder mysteries they used to do back in the 20s
Donnie's
and 40s.
tweeting.
I think it was.
Oh, Donnie's tweeting.
Donnie's
Yeah. He's probably going to listen to this and know why we weren't able to tweet him back. He'll be all right.
Well, I am.
I'm gonna go multitask.
Hey, I'm making signs and talking to you guys.
awesome.
Nice.
Yeah.
And it was super hard to focus today at all. Like I did. I don't know how I did, but I did.
Yeah. No touch.
Listen, I don't even know how I functioned today. First listening to Joey, then listening to you, him mention the hashtag mission interview Joey 2018 and the hope that he gave us. Like, oh yeah, it's going to happen like on the cruise. Oh my God. And then the cruise announcement.
Oh my word, you guys.
I'm so excited for this year. It's going to be off the chain.
Kristine,
Hey.
we have to plan something for that March 9th show.
Oh, hell yeah. What, Lauren?
Like, should we give them like a promo pack? Should we have like something, just like a little chunk of information?
I'll send you a mixtape.
My so-called whatever swag bag.
I'll send you one of the mixtapes that Maria gave me. I'll send it to you, and then maybe be like, "Hey, use that Walkman."
No.
Exactly.
But honestly,
I wonder where it is.
I don't know, but it kind of makes me. I'm like, okay, good. Like he didn't know about it. Like, because my heart, I was just like,
Yeah.
Did you get the Walkman? I'm such a weirdo.
That's what we thought. That's what I think Jackie had mentioned as well.
I think that tape was solid. I wouldn't worry about that.
Yeah.
Tape. I think it's super solid.
Yeah, so what I was saying is the Walkman caused excitement. The Walkman caused excitement. So even if he didn't get it or open it, it still like made people interested and people kept mentioning it.
Yes.
So it served its purpose.
It sure did.
To be noted,
He was very intrigued by the Walkman. It's like he wanted
Damn
to
it,
go
he needs
find
to find
it.
that damn Walkman.
Where's Ryan, right? Tell him to go get it from Ryan.
Ryan said he sent it. He gave it to him, or he told me. He was like, "Oh, I gave it to him. I don't know if he's gonna listen to it." But like, I'm like, really?
Ryan's over in the corner
And then when I
with
saw
the
him
headphones
on
listening. This is my Walkman.
Yeah,
Jamming out the father
at the photo op, I was like, I told him again. I was like, I hope you listen to this. Something along the lines of, I hope you listen to the tape of my so-called whatever. The little gift bag we gave you, and it has. And he was like, oh, okay. And I thought I saw something spark. Like, yes, I understand what you're talking about. Yeah, I got it. But
I thought I saw that
so
too.
busy.
I thought I saw that
get
too.
so many things, and it's just like, bleh.
Like all at once though, he like talked about us and like read the question about the Walkman, and then went right into what his set list will be, and he said, well, there's going to be some George Michael. I'm like, hello. Maybe he's heard us talk about Father Figure.
I thought about that. I heard
Maybe he listened to Father Figure.
Oh my god!
Can we all just say hello to Joey, because he's going to be listening now.
And Donnie. Hi, Donnie.
We're so much better than Alec Baldwin. He doesn't even understand.
Oh my god, he has no idea.
I know, of all the podcasts, like only Alec Baldwin? Really? Of the thousands of podcasts that exist?
Even his brother Adam Ray, doesn't he have a podcast?
Oh, Adam Ray
You're right,
has an
Jackie.
amazing podcast.
You're right, Jackie.
Nothing tops this one, but yeah, Adam Ray.
That's how I found Adam Ray's and Brad's about last night, was because he did an episode. And I thought,
Exactly.
I'll listen to it. And they're freaking hilarious. I've been listening to them for years now, thanks to Joe McIntyre.
Oh, yep, exactly.
The possibility of him actually being on the podcast and actually listening to it, the favors are in him actually being on the podcast, which, great. We'll take it. I would love it. I would love to hear him on your podcast.
The odds are ever in our favor.
It's going to happen, girl. It's going to happen. Mission Interview Joey 2018. You got to put it on your vision board. You got to make it happen. Put it out in the universe. It's going to happen.
List of questions.
It came out of his mouth, for God's sakes.
Did.
But Maria, you said it would happen. You said it would happen.
Like, just a thought that we had, and we, silly little antics that we've done and tweeting and whatnot, and it came out of his mouth. I mean, like, from our little crazy minds to the fact that he mentioned it. Seriously, it's gonna happen.
And I'll never forget that day, that morning, you messaged me, and we had just been talking to each other for a very short period of time. And you were like, listen, Nikki, this is gonna happen. Like, this is gonna happen, so prepare yourself, it's gonna happen. And and if it doesn't happen...
And I'm telling you now, prepare yourself. Get in front of the mirror, like that guy from SNL, and talk to yourself, okay?
I'm good enough. I'm strong enough.
Yep.
Doggone it, people like me.
Yes.
Doggone it.
You better prepare yourself. It's gonna happen. You girls.
Wow.
I mean, I feel it in my bones.
You good, Nikki? Are you good?
Yeah.
It's amazing. It's just
you didn't
it's
fall in
amazing.
the shower, thank God.
I just
I
can't
can
believe
remind
it,
you what
you guys.
he said.
I just
See,
can't believe it. Like, I can't.
It's baby steps. It's not, it's every little thing is getting it closer and closer. It's happening.
And okay, girls, I told Nikki, this fan base will make things happen for people. If it's a genuine, honest to good intention and great idea, I think that everybody, this fan base is awesome. And people will, you've seen it. Someone that you've never met went ahead, I think it was you, Charlene, right? Went ahead and gave him the kitty.
Oh, no, that wasn't me. That was somebody else.
That was Carmen.
Yes, Carmen. Hey, Carmen. What's up,
somebody
Carmen?
you've never met really went ahead and took their time and got a card, and that took effort, and gave it to him and told him about the,
But that's what you guys did too. You and Jackie. I mean, you guys were like, listen, Nikki, this is what you're going to do. Like, you guys told me, okay, this is what you're going to do. You're going to come up with an idea, and you're going to do this. And, like, you guys encouraged me. If you guys hadn't done that, I would have never done that. I'm telling you right now. And if Kristine would have never said, hey, here's an idea. This is what you could do. What about a mixtape? I never would have done that. Like, seriously, you guys, it's all because of you guys. Honestly. I never would have put myself out there.
I guess.
Well, that's the truth, because there was no way for us to do
it. He's on your podcast in that episode. I think we all will be a little proud, but definitely looking forward to that episode.
Yeah,
it's gonna happen.
But you guys were the one with the great idea.
You guys are just, oh my God!
Great podcast idea.
I just cannot wait to see you guys on Friday and just like really show you like how excited. I'm so freaking excited. I can't even.
This is wonderful.
Mission interview Joey 2018. He said
exactly.
That's
holy
awesome.
shit, you guys
and
said
something
it.
along the
You
lines
said
is
it.
another hashtag of on the cruise or something. And right now my brain is thinking of something. If Kristine and Charlene are going to see him and you guys are willing to go ahead and give him something, I'm thinking like, okay, in the industry they do like a P&R or something like that with
That's what I'm talking about.
An electronic whatever. Point being is like that gift bag or whatever that can also like just think of a great way, something that will, spark his interest or pique his interest. Just
That's
like,
exactly what I'm talking about.
Kristine had that the mixtape. That was awesome. Now we're gonna pick up the step or step it up and do something else, and it's gonna be amazing. Watch it. It's gonna happen.
Right. I will start planning something. If you guys like, because it's Kristine's first time meeting him, so like I can't even imagine.
If you want,
if they
want. How about this? Wait. Since Nikki, are you gonna come to the April show? Well, here's the thing. Okay, so let's let Kristine like get it together. Remember to breathe when she meets him the first time.
Yep.
What if we do the PR thing when you're there?
Okay,
that's a good idea. Because
so, like,
what if
Kristine has has the thing, and so it's like, oh, actually, Nikki's right over there. Oh, hey, ladies, come on over to the VIP. Yeah,
that's smart.
And then you can actually meet him without having to interview him.
I don't have VIP though.
I know, neither do I.
But that's what
but Joey can give you his own VIP.
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
like
you
that.
can,
He's
but
married.
we can do it that way. So then it's like, oh yeah, this is Nikki. She's the one that's actually, she's one of the two girls that run my so-called whatever. She's right over there. Hey, ladies.
Yes,
The only thing I would be nervous about is if he was like, "Oh, you want to do the interview right now?" I'd be like,
We all have iPhones.
Oh my god.
We can all.
I'm not ready.
No,
We can do backup.
No,
because I can't do it without Brooke. Like that's like it's like this is our thing. You know what I mean? Like I couldn't do it without Brooke. I just couldn't.
If you stop talking, I can be your Oprah.
You get an interview. You get an interview. You get an interview.
Well, and only because like that's like from day one we've been like, oh my gosh, could you imagine if Joey came on the podcast?
Well, the thing is too is I don't think he would do that after a show because he'd probably be tired. So you'd be like, oh, we're coming on the cruise.
Yes, that's true.
You could, and then
Right.
put him like, oh yeah, you can talk to us as long as you want. Now, like we're taking his time, like, oh, you know, come on over, hang out with us.
Yeah, I doubt he'd be like, hey, you ready? I don't know though. You just never know. And then I would be
imagine.
like, gone.
But
What if he does?
I hope it becomes. I hope it becomes a cruise activity.
Could you?
What if he does
my
Joe
gosh.
time and then calls you on Skype for the interview right then?
So
I will be ready.
Absolutely.
Maria, I could be on it. Maria. I think fast
I'll
when I'm
probably
nervous.
be like this. I'll probably be like this, and then Brooke will start talking, and then I'll just like loosen up and be okay.
and then you'll be fine.
Yeah. Because at first I'll just
Listen, I'll be outside standing in the bathroom with all your equipment if you need me to. Just give me the word. I'll be like,
is that Maria?
I'll go. Set it up and everything.
Maria's like got
What?
the mic. She's like, I'm all ready to go. Can we just set this up?
I'm on it.
Well, we're gonna have our like super professional, our Zoom mics by then, like what Joe uses. We're gonna have those by then, so it's like
With the poppers?
well, yeah, it's like just a portable. It's a portable unit, and it's battery powered, so it's super portable. So that way when we go on the cruise, because we wanted to do stuff on the cruise anyway, like we want to meet.
Ooh.
Yeah, we definitely, I mean, nothing like that was Rose tours planned. I mean, if that happens, whoa, that would be amazing. But we were just hoping to get like interviews and stuff while we were on the
that'd be a
cruise.
cool episode. I can't wait to hear that one.
All right, my
People that,
ladies, I
you
have
get
to go
meet
back
and
to work. I love you guys.
Thanks,
I wish I could
Charlene.
keep chatting, but
Bye,
I'm
Charlene.
I'm like working and chatting. But you guys are wonderful. You moderators are fantastic. You guys are my sisters in other states. Hashtag Talk Friends.
Bye, Charlene.
Have a good night.
Bye, Charlene.
Bye.
So yeah, like it's so crazy. I just can't wait. I just can't wait, you guys. I can't.
Isn't it crazy that you just went from like a dream, like a fantasy, to it's turning into reality? And I swear, I think it's going to happen. I know it's going to happen. And then you're going to look back into it and you're going to be like, it went from a dream to a reality. And you get to like, and you have this all on, I guess, recorded, and you get to look back, and it's going to be so amazing. I love this whole process. I'm just so happy it's like we're in the middle of it.
Well, and I'm going to be honest with you. I never really believed, like, this is going to sound so corny, but I never believed in myself until, like, you guys started believing in me first. So,
but that's what friends are for. That's what this fan base is for. I mean, I think this is, we're friends now, but you know what I mean? Like, it's just, I think, maybe because I am, kids, I'm a Block fan, consider me a Block fan, whatever. And maybe somebody else, like from the Backstreet Boy fans, they think that their fan base is the best. But, seriously, to help people out and make their dreams come true, the journey itself is amazing, and it's so much fun, and it's nerve-wracking, but I love it. I love it.
Yes. I mean, all these stories.
Are you crying, Kelley?
Oh, I could in a heartbeat very easily. Just looking at Nikki. Especially this day has been so overwhelming, like beyond the extreme. Yeah. I listened to Joe's podcast like 3 times before 9 a.m. So, yeah, it was on this morning. I had to make sure
it was a good day.
It was a good day, you guys.
I couldn't even scream. I was just like kind of like hitting myself. I was like slapping my head, like I was slapping my thigh. I'm like, no.
Nikki, do you remember?
My alarm went off.
Do you remember when you first started talking about this podcast? And I was like, what if you got on the boat and you did an episode from the boat and we got them on there?
I know you totally could.
Look at you now.
You were like, and I'm like, that would never happen. Number one, I'm never going to be able to go on the cruise because Brooke will never go. I'm pretty sure that was like the first thing.
So my best friend Christian, right? I think I told you guys recently. I finally got her to start listening, and she listened to a recent one and then went back to the beginning. She's like, "I love how Brooke was a hard no, and now she's all gung ho. I'm on the ship." I'm like, "Yeah."
I was like that too. I'm like, I'm not going. I don't want to. I don't want to do another one. I don't want to spend the money. And then Amy's like, "We gotta go."
Okay.
This will be a different experience.
I'm thinking it was totally, I'm not going to lie, I think it was Kim, Jackie, and Maria that were like, that put, like, when we did those cruise things, that was very specifically and strategically planned, just so you guys know. I'm like, so we're going to do cruise episodes, right, Brooke? I'm going to tell you, you're going to like these. I think you might become a fan afterwards, and I really didn't think I was going to be able to convince her, but you guys did. You totally did.
Good job. Good job.
Yay!
'Cause you got me on there. You got me on there too.
Yay!
It didn't take much to get me going. This will be my first time ever even on a cruise, and Kristine's too. Oh, it's gonna be crazy.
Wow. Well, girls, it's been fun.
Excited.
I'm so excited. I can't wait for this to happen.
Yes.
And definitely, I'm looking forward to the ideas and brainstorming of what can be given or how or whatever, the whole planning part of if Nikki goes and sees Joe and you know, all that good stuff. So, but definitely I'm thinking of something to give to him, you know?
What about a zip up?
Ooh.
It's gonna get chilly in New York.
Ooh.
True that.
Here you go. We thought you might need this in New York.
I was just thinking about this morning. I agree.
And inside another mixtape. No.
Right?
I'll bling it out like his mixtape, and then.
That'd be awesome. We've got a bunch of creative people in here, so I know something amazing is going to come out of it.
I'm so excited, you guys. Well, thank you so much for coming on tonight and talking with us. This is like going to be like our longest episode ever, I think, because we're adding this to the end. But
I'm so glad I was finally available whenever I got the message, like on the podcast. Like, yes, finally.
Yay!
I think I was up at midnight and I tried to listen to it, and it wasn't on yet. So sometime between Eastern Standard Time, midnight and I don't know what 6 o'clock in the morning. Kim, who's up with the roosters and whatnot, my phone going off, and I'm like, "You gotta listen." I was like, "Okay."
Yeah, Kristine texted me first at 3 o'clock in the morning. I looked, and I was like...
Thanks to my kid being sick, I was up at midnight listening. Yep.
And I told Kristine, I was like, always text me.
I saw your messages. I can't believe I'm the only one up.
All I got
and then I woke up to Kristine, and I was like, oh my gosh, why am I the only one who wakes up this early? And had nobody to talk to. And then Kim came on, and I'm like, yes.
I'm trying to see what she wrote me. She wrote OMG, listen to the podcast as soon as you get up. Blah, 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 blah. That's what she wrote.
Who's she, Kim?
No, Kristine. Kristine. And like I knew it was because she doesn't text me often past like midnight, and so I was like, oh my god.
It's happening.
What were you gonna say, Kristine?
It was happening. Oh no, I was excited. I was lonely, but I was excited. Sorry, I have children at my beck and call.
Oh.
Get away.
No worries.
That's okay. There was just a cat fight in my garage. I had to go on mute. Like a stray cat. I swear to God, a stray cat just came into the garage. And I already have 3 cats. So it was quite a sound. I'm like, oh my God, mute.
Oh my word.
Anyway, I'm sorry.
No, you're fine. Well, thanks, guys. So I'm gonna put this on the podcast. I'm gonna edit out the beginning of it, but I'm not gonna edit out anything else. I'm just gonna leave it, and I hope people like it because these are some real reactions right here. We have Joe's podcast and the cruise freaking announcement. I mean, Holy Tuesday! What?
It was amazing. A good day.
Best
Mardi
Tuesday.
Gras came early.
Yeah.
In the words of Ice Cube, today was a good day.
There you go.
That was great.
Just throwing it back.
She said that so seriously. In the words of Ice Cube.
Hey.
Now we gotta do this more often.
We totally
Absolutely.
should.
Definitely.
Well, I'm gonna bring my stuff on Friday, and if it works out, and we're gonna be there until midnight or 1 o'clock or whatever. So it might be too late, but I'm bringing my stuff anyway.
Oh my gosh. Oh
What
my
are you
gosh.
gonna record in your car?
Maybe.
You're recording in the bathroom. Nobody cares. Just record.
We might even get Jordan before we get Joey.
Are
you trying to?
Because we gotta close up.
I actually hung up once.
Okay. Well, I don't know how to. All right, guys. I'm almost in New York. I'll see you soon.
Bye. Bye. Brooke, are you gonna say goodbye?
You guys are doing?
Yeah.
All right. So
thanks, guys. Okay. So
it's been real.
Thanks, Joe.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Thank you, Joe.
Everyone
we appreciate it. And thank you, everybody.
joined us.
Yeah. We appreciate it.
Those of you that retweeted us and helped us be seen
You guys,
last night by Joe, you are amazing and you rock.
I can't even.
Nikki can't even. So this is a dream come true.
It is. All right.
So thank you.
Thank you. Kristine's going to say bye too.
Thanks, Kristine.
Thank you, Kristine.
Thanks, everyone.
All right. Bye.
All right. Bye.